Welcome, everyone. Let me tell you something that might hurt a little, but it's true. People decide if they like you in the first 7 seconds. 7 seconds. And most of that decision, it has nothing to do with what you say. You think first impressions are about being smart, saying the right things, or showing your achievements. But here's the truth. First impressions are about making people feel something. And if you make them feel good, they'll remember you forever. Right now, you might be nervous before meetings. You might worry about what to say. You might replay conversations in your mind, thinking about all the things you should have said differently. But the people who leave unforgettable impressions, they're not smarter than you. They're not more interesting. They just understand something you're about to learn. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact psychology of making powerful first impressions, the techniques that make people want to know you, trust you, and remember you. So please listen till the end, and I promise you'll finish this video with tools that will change every first meeting forever. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. This isn't about being fake or pretending to be someone you're not. What I'm going to teach you comes from psychology research, from studying charismatic leaders, from understanding how human connection actually works. We're going to walk through 8 powerful chapters. You'll learn exactly what to do in those first 7 seconds. You'll learn how to start conversations that people never want to end. You'll learn how to make anyone feel like the most important person in the room. And by the end, you'll have a complete system that works in any situation. Job interviews, networking events, dates, business meetings, anywhere. And if you care about building genuine connections, creating opportunities, and becoming someone people naturally gravitate toward, subscribe to our channel right now, because we bring you the most practical, psychology-based, personal development videos in the world. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1. Why you're not making the impression you want. Let me start with a story. Imagine you're about to meet someone important. Maybe it's a job interview. Maybe it's a networking event. Maybe it's a first date. What are you thinking about? You're probably thinking, what should I say? How do I sound impressive? What if I say something stupid? What if they don't like me? So you prepare. You think of interesting things to talk about. You rehearse answers. You plan how to present yourself. And then the meeting happens. You walk in, you shake hands, you start talking, and you can feel it. Something's off. The conversation feels forced, awkward, uncomfortable. You're saying the right words, but the connection isn't happening. And afterward, you replay everything in your mind. Why didn't it go better? What did I do wrong? But here's what really happened. You were so focused on yourself that you forgot about the other person. Let me explain what I mean. Most people approach first meetings with one goal: to be impressive, to be liked, to be accepted. So they talk about their achievements. They try to sound smart. They look for opportunities to show their value. But this creates a problem. When you're focused on impressing someone, you're actually pushing them away, because people don't connect with impressive, they connect with interested. Think about it. When you meet someone who only talks about themselves, how do you feel? Bored, unimportant, invisible. But when you meet someone who seems genuinely interested in you, who asks about your life, who listens carefully, who makes you feel seen, that person becomes unforgettable. This is the secret that most people never understand. The best way to impress someone is to make them feel impressive. Not by flattering them, not by being fake, but by genuinely caring about who they are. When you shift your focus from how do I look good to how do I make them feel good, everything changes. Your nervousness disappears.
because it's not about you anymore. Your conversations become natural because you're curious instead of performing. And people remember you, not because you were the most interesting person in the room, but because you made them feel interesting. So here's the truth. You're not bad at first impressions. You're just focused on the wrong goal. And once you change that focus, you become magnetic.
Chapter 2. The Power of Presence. Be here, not in your head. Here's your first powerful technique. Most people are physically present, but mentally absent. They're in the conversation, but their mind is somewhere else. They're thinking, what should I say next? Do I look okay? What do they think of me? And the other person can feel this. They can sense you're not really there, and it creates distance. So the first rule of making a powerful impression is simple. Be completely present. Let me teach you how. When you meet someone, before you say anything, take one deep breath. Just one. Slow breath in, slow breath out. This does something important. It brings you into your body. It stops the racing thoughts. It centers you in the present moment. Then, when you look at the person, really look at them. Notice the color of their eyes. Notice their expression. Notice their energy. Don't think about what you're going to say. Just be there, with them. This creates something powerful called presence, and people feel it immediately. When you're fully present, your body language changes, your voice becomes warmer, your attention becomes real, and the other person feels it. They feel seen, they feel valued, they relax. Here's your practice for this. Before your next meeting, take 3 deep breaths. Say to yourself, I'm here, I'm present, I'm focused on them, not me. Then, for the first 30 seconds of the conversation, don't think about what you're going to say. Just listen, just notice, just be there. You'll be amazed at the difference, because presence is the foundation of everything else. Without it, no technique works. With it, everything becomes easier. Chapter 3. The Warm Opening. The first 7 seconds. Now, let me teach you exactly what to do in those crucial first 7 seconds. Research shows that people form their first impression based on 3 things, in this order. First, your body language, 55% of the impression. Second, your tone of voice, 38% of the impression. Third, your actual words, only 7% of the impression. This means the words you say matter much less than how you say them. So here's the formula for a warm opening. Step 1. Eye contact and smile. Before you speak, make eye contact and smile. A genuine, warm smile that reaches your eyes. This immediately communicates, I'm friendly, I'm safe, I'm happy to meet you. Don't rush this. 1 full second of eye contact and smile before you speak. Step 2. Confident posture. Stand or sit up straight but relaxed, shoulders back, chest open. Not stiff, but confident. This communicates, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, I belong here. Step 3. Warm tone. When you speak, speak with warmth. Not loud, not quiet, but warm, like you're talking to a friend. Your tone should say, I'm genuinely happy to meet you. Step 4. Simple, genuine words. Don't try to be clever, don't use fancy words, just be simple and genuine. Hi, I'm name. It's really nice to meet you. Or, hello, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. That's it. Simple, warm, real. Here's what you don't do. Don't immediately launch into business. Don't start with small talk about the weather. Don't apologize for anything. Just be warm, present, and genuine. Practice this right now. Stand up, imagine someone is in front of you. Smile, make eye contact, take a breath, and say warmly, "Hi, I'm name. It's really nice to meet you." Feel the difference when you do it with intention? This is how you own the first 7 seconds. And when you own those 7 seconds, the rest of the meeting becomes easy. Before we continue, I want to remind you of something important. If you're finding these techniques helpful, take a second to like this video and drop a comment telling me about a time you wish you'd made a better first impression. Your feedback helps me create better content for you. Now, let's keep going, because the most powerful techniques are still ahead. Chapter 4. The Art of Asking. Questions that create connection. Now I'm going to teach you the most powerful conversation skill you can ever learn. Most people think good conversation is about talking, being interesting, having stories to share. But the truth is opposite. Good conversation is about asking, and more importantly, about asking the right questions. Let me show you the difference between ordinary questions and powerful questions. Ordinary question: what do you do? Powerful question: what's the best part about what you do? Ordinary question: where are you from? Powerful question: what do you love most about where you grew up? Ordinary question: how was your weekend? Powerful question: did you do anything fun this weekend? Do you see the difference? Ordinary questions lead to ordinary answers, facts, information, dead ends. Powerful questions lead to feelings, stories, deeper connection. Here's the principle. Always ask about feelings, not just facts. Don't ask, "What do you do?" Ask, "What do you love about what you do?" Don't ask, "Are you married?" Ask, "How did you meet your partner?" Don't ask, "Do you have hobbies?" Ask, "What's something you do that makes you lose track of time?" These questions do something magical. They make people light up. They make people share real things. They create genuine connection. And here's the secret. When people share something personal, something they care about, they associate those good feelings with you. You didn't just have a conversation, you created an experience. So here's your practice. Before your next meeting, prepare 3 powerful questions. Questions that go beyond surface level. Questions that invite real sharing. And during the conversation, listen for what lights them up, what makes their voice change, what makes them lean forward. Then ask follow-up questions about that. Go deeper into what they care about. This is how you turn a meeting into a connection. Chapter 5. The Mirror Technique. Make them feel understood. Now let me teach you a subtle but incredibly powerful technique. It's called mirroring. And when you do it right, people feel deeply understood without knowing why. Mirroring means reflecting back what someone says using their own words. Let me show you how it works. They say, "I've been really stressed with this project at work." You say, "Stressed with the project? What's making it so challenging?" They say, "I love traveling to new places." You say, "Traveling to new places? What's your favorite place you've discovered?" Notice what you're doing. You're repeating their exact words, then asking a follow-up question. This does 3 powerful things. First, it shows you're actually listening, not just waiting to talk, but truly hearing them. Second, it validates their feelings. They said they're stressed, and you acknowledged it. This makes them feel seen. Third, it encourages them to go deeper. Your question invites them to share more. But here's the important part.
Don't parrot everything. Don't mirror every sentence that's obvious and weird. Instead, mirror the things that seem important to them, the things they emphasize, the things they care about, and always follow the mirror with a genuine question that invites them to expand. Here's another powerful variation. They share something, you mirror it with empathy. They say, "I just started my own business and it's scary." You say, "Starting your own business, that takes courage. What made you decide to do it?" See what happened? You mirrored, you validated, you asked a deeper question. Now they feel understood, they feel appreciated, they want to talk to you more. Practice this in your next conversation. Listen for what matters to them. Mirror it back. Ask them to tell you more. This simple technique creates instant rapport.
Chapter 6. The Spotlight Principle. Make them the star. Now let me teach you the principle that separates unforgettable people from everyone else. Most people in conversations are waiting for their turn to talk. They're waiting to share their story, their opinion, their experience. But charismatic people do the opposite. They make the other person the star of the conversation. Here's how it works. Someone shares something. "I just got back from Italy." Ordinary response. "Oh, I went to Italy last year. Let me tell you about my trip." Spotlight response. "Italy? What was the highlight of your trip? What's one moment you'll never forget?" See the difference? Ordinary response. You took the spotlight. You made it about you. Spotlight response. You gave them the spotlight. You made it about their experience. And here's what's interesting. When you consistently give people the spotlight, they remember you as the most interesting person they've met, even though you barely talked about yourself, because you made them feel interesting, you made them feel important, you made them feel heard. Now, this doesn't mean you never share about yourself. That would be weird too. The key is the 80-20 rule in first meetings. 80% of the time, focus on them. Ask questions, show interest, listen deeply. 20% of the time, share about yourself, but share in a way that relates to what they said. They mentioned they love hiking. You share a brief story about your own hiking experience. Then you immediately turn it back to them. "But I'd love to hear about your favorite trail. Where should I go?" This balance creates connection without making it all about you. So here's your practice. In your next conversation, count mentally. For every one thing you share about yourself, ask them 2 questions about themselves. Make them the star. Give them the spotlight. Watch how they respond. Because people don't remember what you said, they remember how you made them feel. And when you make them feel like the star, they'll never forget you. Chapter 7. The Energy Match. Connect through calibration. Now I'm going to teach you something subtle but powerful about energy. Every person has a natural energy level. Some people are calm and quiet. Some are energetic and expressive. Some are serious. Some are playful. And here's the key. To create connection, you need to match their energy, then gently lead it where you want to go. This is called calibration. Let me explain how it works. Imagine you meet someone who's quiet and reserved. If you come in with high energy, loud voice, big gestures, you'll overwhelm them. They'll pull back. But if you match their calm energy first, speak a bit quieter, slow down, they relax. They feel you're on their wavelength.
Now imagine you meet someone who's energetic and talkative. If you're too quiet, too reserved, they might think you're not interested. But if you match their enthusiasm, they feel connected. So the formula is, Step 1. Observe their energy. Are they high energy or low energy? Fast-paced or slow-paced? Formal or casual? Step 2. Match their energy initially. If they're calm, be calm. If they're energetic, be energetic. This creates instant rapport. They feel you're on their wavelength. And humans naturally trust people who are similar. Step 3. Gradually lead to optimal energy. Once you've matched them and created connection, you can gently shift the energy to where it's most productive. If they're nervous, you can slowly bring calm confidence. If they're too serious, you can gradually introduce warmth and humor. But you always start with matching. Always match first. This is how you create effortless connection with anyone, regardless of their personality.
Chapter 8. The FIRE System, your complete first meeting formula. Now, let me give you a complete system that brings everything together. I call it the FIRE System. FIRE stands for focus, interest, reflect, energize. This is your step-by-step formula for any first meeting. F. Focus. First 30 seconds. Be completely present. Take a deep breath. Center yourself. Make eye contact. Smile warmly. Use confident body language. Your only goal in this phase is create a warm, safe atmosphere. I. Interest. First 5 minutes. Ask powerful questions. Show genuine curiosity. Use the spotlight principle. Make them the star. Your goal? Discover what they care about, what lights them up. R. Reflect. Middle of meeting. Use mirroring. Validate their feelings. Ask follow-up questions that go deeper. Share brief stories that relate to what they shared, then immediately turn focus back to them. Your goal? Create genuine connection and understanding. E. Energize. Last few minutes. Match their energy, then gently lift it. End on a positive, warm note. Express genuine appreciation. I really enjoyed talking with you. Thank you for sharing. Specific thing they mentioned. Your goal? Leave them feeling good. Make the last impression as strong as the first. This is the complete formula. Focus, interest, reflect, energize. Practice it in your next meeting. You'll be amazed at the results. You've now completed one of the most important lessons you can learn about human connection. You didn't just learn tips or tricks. You learned the psychology of what makes people feel good, valued, and understood. Let me remind you what you now know. You learned the power of presence. Be here, not in your head. You learned the warm opening, how to own the first 7 seconds. You learned the art of asking questions that create real connection. You learned the mirror technique, make people feel understood. You learned the spotlight principle, make them the star. You learned energy matching, connect through calibration. And you learned the FIRE system, your complete formula for any first meeting. These aren't manipulations. These are genuine ways to create real human connection. You're not someone who struggles with first impressions. You are someone who understands how connection works. If this video helped you even 1%, subscribe to our channel right now.
Because we're building a space where people don't just learn social skills, they learn to build genuine, meaningful connections that transform their lives. Save this video, watch it before important meetings, use every chapter like preparation. Because remember, making a powerful impression doesn't come from being impressive, it comes from being interested. It doesn't come from talking about yourself, it comes from making others feel valued. And now you know exactly how to do that. Be present, be curious, be genuine. Listen deeply, ask powerfully, connect authentically. And most of all, make every person you meet feel like they matter, because they do. Thank you for watching. Let's grow together.
Hello, my friend. Let me tell you something that might hurt, but it is true. People do not respect you. Not really. They interrupt you when you speak. They ignore your opinions. They take advantage of your kindness. They dismiss your ideas. They walk over your boundaries. And you think the problem is them. You think people are rude, people are selfish, people do not appreciate you. But here is the painful truth. The problem is not them. The problem is you. You taught them to disrespect you, not with your words, but with your behavior, your body language, your voice, your boundaries, your energy. Every time you said yes when you meant no, you taught them you do not value your time. Every time you apologized for nothing, you taught them you are beneath them. Every time you spoke quietly and looked down, you taught them you are not important. You think respect comes from being nice, from pleasing everyone, from avoiding conflict, from making yourself small. But that is not how respect works. Nice people finish last. People pleasers get used. Conflict avoiders get walked over. Small people stay invisible. Respect does not come from being liked. Respect comes from being respected, and there is a difference. In the next 30 minutes, I will tell you a story about someone just like you. Someone who was kind but disrespected, generous but taken advantage of, smart but ignored, until she met someone who taught her a secret, a powerful secret, the art of instant respect, not through being mean, not through being arrogant, not through being fake, but through changing 5 simple behaviors, 5 ways of being, 5 signals that tell everyone around you, I respect myself, therefore you will respect me. This story will change how people see you, how they treat you, how they respond to you, forever. So please stay until the end, because this might be the most powerful lesson you ever learn. Let's begin. This is not about manipulation. This is not about tricks. This is about self-respect. And when you respect yourself, others have no choice but to respect you too. The 5 principles you will learn have been used by leaders, warriors, and respected people throughout history. They are simple, they are instant, they work. And if you finally want to be taken seriously, if you want people to listen when you speak, if you want to stop being invisible and start being respected, subscribe to our channel right now, because we bring you the most transformative life wisdom stories in the world. Stories that change how you show up while building your English. Stories that give you real power. Now, let me take you to where this journey begins. There was a young woman. Her name was Maya. Maya was 28 years old. She worked at a tech company. She was smart, she was hardworking, she was kind. But no one respected her. No one. In meetings, when Maya spoke, people talked over her. They did not even notice. They just continued their conversations while she was speaking. Maya would try again. "Excuse me, I have an idea." "Hold on, Maya," someone would say. Then they would never come back to her. Her ideas were good, but when she shared them, people dismissed them. Maybe, they would say, then move on. But when a man said the exact same idea 5 minutes later, everyone loved it. That's brilliant, they would say. Maya noticed this. It hurt, but she did not know what to do. At lunch, her colleagues would make plans right in front of her without inviting her. We're going to that new restaurant today. Should be fun. Maya would sit there, invisible, not included, not thought of. When Maya asked for help, people delayed. I'm busy right now, maybe later. Later never came. But when others asked Maya for help, she always said yes immediately, dropping everything. She stayed late to help colleagues with their projects. She covered for people when they were absent. She brought coffee for the team. She smiled and said no problem to everything. Maya thought being helpful would make people respect her, but it did the opposite. People saw her as useful, convenient, nice, but not respected, not important, not valuable. One day, her boss gave a big project to someone else, someone who had been there half as long as Maya, someone less qualified. Maya felt crushed. She worked up the courage to ask why. Well, her boss said uncomfortably, we need someone with more presence, more authority, someone people will listen to. But I work hard, Maya protested quietly. I'm always here. I help everyone. I know, her boss said, and we appreciate that, but this project needs someone with gravitas. You understand. Maya did not understand, but she nodded and left. That evening, Maya sat in her car and cried. She felt so small, so invisible, so worthless. What is wrong with me? She whispered. Why does no one respect me? She called her grandmother, the only person who always listened to her, always valued her. Grandma, Maya said, voice shaking, I need help. No one at work respects me. I try so hard, but they treat me like I'm nothing. Her grandmother was quiet for a moment. Then she said, Come to my house this Saturday. I want to introduce you to someone who can teach you what I cannot. Who? Maya asked. You'll see, her grandmother said mysteriously. Just come. 10 a.m. Don't be late. Saturday morning, Maya arrived at her grandmother's house. There was another woman there, maybe 50 years old. She was dressed simply, but there was something about her, an energy, a presence. People would respect this woman, Maya thought, immediately. Maya, this is Mrs. Chen, her grandmother said. She was a CEO for 30 years. She teaches leadership now. I asked her to help you. Mrs. Chen looked at Maya with sharp, kind eyes. Your grandmother tells me people don't respect you at work. Maya felt embarrassed. Yes, I don't know why. I'm nice to everyone. I work hard, but they ignore me. That's exactly why, Mrs. Chen said. You're trying too hard. And when you try too hard to be liked, you cannot be respected. She explained the first principle, the power pause. Maya, when do you speak in meetings? Whenever I have an idea, Maya said. And how do you speak? Quickly, so I don't take up too much time. I don't want to bother anyone. There, Mrs. Chen said, that's your problem. You speak like your words don't matter, like you're apologizing for existing. So people treat your words like they don't matter. She taught Maya a different way. Respected people do not rush to speak. They pause, they wait, they choose their moment. And when they speak slowly, deliberately, like every word has weight. Mrs. Chen demonstrated. She sat in silence for 5 full seconds. The silence was not uncomfortable. It was powerful. Then she spoke, slowly and clearly. "I have something to say." Even though it was just a demonstration, Maya felt compelled to listen. "This is the power pause," Mrs. Chen explained. "Before you speak, pause for 3 seconds. Look at the room, make eye contact, then speak slowly, much slower than feels natural. This tells everyone, what I am about to say is important. Pay attention." She gave Maya specific instructions. The power pause technique. When you want to speak, don't speak immediately. Pause for 3 seconds. Sit still. Look calm. If in a meeting, raise your hand slightly or lean forward. Make brief eye contact with one person. Then speak, slowly, deliberately. Speak half the speed you usually do. Pause between sentences. "Try it now," Mrs. Chen said. "Tell me about your job, but use the power pause first." Maya paused. It felt like forever. Then she spoke, slowly. "I work at a tech company. I'm a product manager." "Good," Mrs. Chen said, "but even slower. Remember, respected people are never in a hurry. Hurry signals low value. Slowness signals high value." Maya practiced for an hour, speaking slowly, pausing before speaking, pausing between thoughts. It felt strange, uncomfortable, like she was taking up too much space. "That discomfort," Mrs. Chen said, "is you breaking the habit of being small. Get comfortable with it." The next Saturday, Maya returned to practice more. But Mrs. Chen had something new to teach. "The power pause is the first principle," Mrs. Chen said. "But even if you speak well, if you have no boundaries, people will not respect you." "What do you mean?" Maya asked. "Tell me, Maya, when people ask you to do something, what do you say?" "I say yes," Maya answered. "I want to be helpful." "And when you're busy, when you have your own work?" "I still say yes. I can't say no. It feels mean." "There it is," Mrs. Chen said. "You think saying no is mean, but it's not. Saying yes when you mean no is lying, and people sense it. They lose respect for you." She taught Maya the second principle, the boundary wall. Imagine you have a wall around you. This wall protects your time, your energy, your peace. People can knock on the wall and ask to come in, but you decide who enters. You are the gatekeeper. "Most people have no wall," Mrs. Chen continued. "Anyone can walk in any time and take whatever they want, your time, your energy, your peace. This is why you feel drained. This is why people don't respect you." She taught Maya how to say no, the boundary wall technique. For requests that you don't want to do, "I can't take that on right now." Not, "I'm so sorry, I wish I could, but I'm super busy, maybe another time." Just, "I can't take that on right now." No explanation, no apology, no justification. For requests that violate your time, "That doesn't work for me." Not, "Oh, I'd love to, but I have this thing, maybe we could reschedule." Just, "That doesn't work for me." For people taking advantage, "I'm not available for that." Short, clear, final. "But won't people be angry?" Maya asked. "Some people will be disappointed," Mrs. Chen said. "The people who were using you. But that's good. You want to lose those people. Real relationships respect boundaries. Fake relationships hate boundaries." Maya tried it. "Mrs. Chen, can you help me move this weekend?" Mrs. Chen smiled. "No, I can't take that on." Calm, clear, no guilt. Maya felt the power in it. No long explanation, no apology.
just a simple no. Practice this week. Say no to at least 3 things. Feel the discomfort. Do it anyway.
Before we continue Maya's transformation, I want to ask you something. Do you recognize yourself in Maya's story? Do you say yes when you mean no? Do you speak quickly like you're apologizing for existing? If this story is showing you a new way to be, if you can feel these principles changing how you see yourself, please do something. Like this video and write in the comments, "I respect myself." Your words have power. When you declare this, you change how you show up. And your feedback helps me create better stories for you. Now, let's continue, because Maya is about to learn the most powerful principle of all. On the 3rd Saturday, Mrs. Chen did something different. She didn't sit down, she stood. "Maya, stand up," she said. Maya stood, shoulders slightly hunched, arms crossed, weight shifting from foot to foot, looking at the ground. "This," Mrs. Chen said, "is why no one respects you." Maya looked hurt. "I'm sorry," Mrs. Chen said more gently, "but your body is screaming, 'I am small, I am scared, I am unimportant.' And people believe your body more than your words." She taught Maya the 3rd principle, the body of kings. Throughout history, respected people, kings, queens, warriors, leaders, they all held their bodies the same way, not because they were told to, but because confidence and respect live in the body first, the mind second. Mrs. Chen demonstrated the body of king's posture. Standing, feet shoulder-width apart, planted firmly, weight distributed evenly, spine straight like a string pulling you up from the crown of your head, shoulders back and down, not up and tense, chin parallel to the ground, not down, not up, arms relaxed at sides or hands clasped in front, never crossed, chest open. Breathe deeply and slowly. Sitting. Sit upright, back against chair, both feet on ground, hands on table or lap, visible. Take up space, don't make yourself small. Lean back slightly, not forward like you're asking permission. Walking. Walk slowly. Full steps, heel to toe, head up, looking forward. No rushing. Own the space. "Watch the difference," Mrs. Chen said. She walked across the room, hunched, hurried, apologetic. She looked weak. Then she walked again, slowly, upright, chin up, powerful. She looked like a queen. "Same person, different body, different respect," Mrs. Chen said. She made Maya practice, walking, standing, sitting, over and over. "This will feel arrogant at first," Mrs. Chen warned, "because you're used to being small. But this is not arrogance. This is self-respect, and your body must show it before your words can." Maya practiced all week, at home, at work, walking to her car, standing in line. People noticed. They moved out of her way more. They made eye contact. They treated her differently. Her body was speaking a new language, a language of respect. On the 4th Saturday, Mrs. Chen said, "You're standing better, but I can still hear the weakness in your voice." "What do you mean?" Maya asked. "You end your sentences with a question mark," Mrs. Chen said. "Even when you're making a statement, your voice goes up at the end, like you're asking for approval." She imitated Maya. I think we should do it this way? Voice rising. Hear that? Mrs. Chen said. You're asking permission. You're seeking approval. Respected people don't do this. She taught Maya the fourth principle, the calm voice. Your voice is an instrument, Mrs. Chen explained, and right now it's playing the wrong tune, the tune of uncertainty, of apology, of smallness. The calm voice has three qualities. 1. Downward inflection. End sentences going down, not up. Not, I think we should try this approach, rising, questioning, but I think we should try this approach, falling, certain. 2. Slower speed. Speak at 70% of your normal speed. Rushed speech signals anxiety. Slow speech signals certainty. 3. Lower volume, but clear. You don't need to be loud to be heard. Loud is trying too hard. Calm and clear is powerful. People lean in to listen to quiet confidence. But Mrs. Chen taught Maya something else, something crucial. The calm voice also means never explain, never complain. What do you mean? Maya asked. Watch, Mrs. Chen said. I'll ask you to do something unreasonable. You respond how you normally would. Maya, I need you to work this weekend, for free, on a project that's not yours. Old Maya would have said, Oh, I'd really love to help, but I have plans this weekend, my friend's birthday. I'm sorry, I feel bad. Maybe I could do part of it on Sunday evening. Long, weak, full of excuses and apologies. Now respond with the calm voice, Mrs. Chen instructed. Maya took a breath. I'm not available this weekend. That's it. No explanation, no apology, no justification. Perfect, Mrs. Chen said. When you over-explain, you signal that you feel guilty for having boundaries. When you complain, you signal victim mentality. Both destroy respect. She taught Maya the phrases of the calm voice. Instead of, I can't because I have this thing and it's really important to me and I'm sorry, say, I'm not available. Instead of, you always interrupt me and it's so frustrating, say, I wasn't finished speaking. Instead of, I'm sorry to bother you, but could you maybe possibly, say, I need 5 minutes of your time. Short, clear, calm, no explaining, no complaining, no apologizing. Maya practiced. At first it felt rude, cold, mean, but Mrs. Chen corrected her. It's not mean, it's respectful. Respectful to yourself and to others. You're being clear. Clarity is kindness. On the 5th Saturday, Mrs. Chen asked Maya about her week. How did people treat you? She asked. Better, Maya said, mostly. But there's this one guy, Mark. He's still condescending to me. He talks down to me. He's dismissive. And how do you respond? Mrs. Chen asked. I try to be extra nice, Maya admitted. I smile more. I laugh at his jokes. I don't want to create conflict. There's your mistake, Mrs. Chen said. When someone disrespects you and you respond with niceness, you're teaching them that disrespect works. You're rewarding bad behavior. She taught Maya the 5th and final principle, the energy mirror. This principle is simple but powerful, Mrs. Chen explained. You match people's energy. If they're warm, you're warm. If they're cold, you're cold. If they're respectful, you're respectful. If they're disrespectful, you mirror it back. But isn't that mean? Maya asked. No, Mrs. Chen said firmly. It's honest. Right now, you're lying with your behavior.
Someone treats you badly, you smile and act nice. You're pretending everything is fine, but it's not fine, and they know it. They lose respect for you because you don't respect yourself enough to show when you're disrespected. The energy mirror technique. When someone is warm and respectful, mirror it. Be warm, smile, engage fully. When someone is neutral or professional, mirror it. Be neutral, be professional, keep boundaries. When someone is cold or dismissive, mirror it. Be cool, brief, minimal energy. No smiling, no trying to warm them up. Match their temperature exactly. When someone is directly disrespectful, mirror it with controlled firmness. That's not acceptable. Don't speak to me that way. I'm going to stop you there. Calm, clear, firm. Mrs. Chen role-played with Maya. Mrs. Chen played Mark, being condescending. "Oh, Maya, you wouldn't understand this. It's pretty technical." Old Maya would have laughed nervously and said, "Oh, try me. I might understand." New Maya looked directly at Mrs. Chen with a neutral face and said calmly, "I understand it perfectly. Continue." No smile, no laughing, just calm correction. "See the difference?" Mrs. Chen asked. "You didn't insult him. You didn't get emotional. You just stopped rewarding his disrespect with your warmth. You mirrored his coldness back to him." "What if he gets angry?" Maya asked. "Let him," Mrs. Chen said. "Angry people are not your problem. They're exposing who they are, but they will learn quickly that you don't tolerate disrespect, and they will either change or avoid you. Either outcome is good for you." Maya understood. Respect yourself first, then others will follow.
On the 6th Saturday, Mrs. Chen said, "You've learned the 5 principles. Now I'll show you how they work together as one complete system." She wrote them down. 1. The power pause. Speak slowly, deliberately, with pauses. 2. The boundary wall. Say no without guilt or explanation. 3. The body of kings. Stand, sit, walk with upright confidence. 4. The calm voice. Downward inflection. Slow speech. Never explain. Never complain. 5. The energy mirror. Match people's energy level. These 5 principles create what I call the respect field, Mrs. Chen said. An invisible field around you that tells everyone this person respects themselves, therefore I must respect them too. She showed Maya how they work together in real situations. Situation 1. Someone interrupts you in a meeting. Without the system, you stop talking, you apologize, you let them continue. No respect. With the system, body of kings, sit upright, don't shrink. Calm voice, I wasn't finished. Downward inflection, no apology. Power pause, pause 3 seconds, continue speaking slowly. Energy mirror, cool, firm energy matching their rudeness. Result, they stop, they apologize, they respect you. Situation 2, someone asks you to do extra work. Without the system, I'm kind of busy, but maybe I can try to fit it in. With the system, boundary wall, I can't take that on. Calm voice, short, clear, no explanation. Body of kings, upright posture, steady eye contact. Power pause, pause before answering, no rushing. Result, they accept your no, they respect your time. Situation 3, someone talks down to you. Without the system, smile, laugh nervously, try to prove yourself. With the system, energy mirror, Match their coldness, no warmth. Calm voice, I'm aware. Brief, firm. Body of kings, don't shrink, stand tall. Power pause, silence, let them sit in discomfort. Result, they feel the boundary, they stop, or they leave. Both are wins. The key, Mrs. Chen emphasized, is that all 5 principles come from one source, self-respect. When you truly respect yourself, these behaviors become natural. You're not faking confidence, you're expressing the respect you have for yourself. She gave Maya a final practice. Go to work this week. Use all 5 principles. Every meeting, every interaction, every moment. Watch what happens. Maya did, and everything changed.
2 months after meeting Mrs. Chen, Maya walked into a meeting at work. But she was different, completely different. She walked slowly, head up, shoulders back, body of kings. She sat at the table, upright, taking up space, not apologizing for existing. Her colleague, Mark, started talking over someone. He did that often. Maya used to shrink when he did this, but not today. She looked directly at him, paused 3 seconds, then spoke, slowly, firmly. Let her finish. Mark stopped, surprised. He looked at Maya differently. Then he nodded. Sorry, go ahead. Later in the meeting, someone asked Maya to take notes. That used to be her automatic job. I won't be taking notes today, Maya said calmly. No explanation, no apology, boundary wall. Someone else took the notes. When it was time to share ideas, Maya didn't rush to speak. She used the power pause. She waited. She let others go first. Then she raised her hand slightly, made eye contact with her boss, paused. Everyone stopped talking. They looked at her. She spoke slowly, deliberately. I have a proposal. She shared her idea, slowly, pausing between points, downward inflection, calm voice. No one interrupted. Everyone listened, really listened. When she finished, her boss nodded. That's excellent, Maya. Let's move forward with that. After the meeting, her boss called her into his office. Maya, I don't know what's changed, but you've changed. You have real presence now, real authority. I'm putting you on that big project, the one I gave to someone else before. You're ready for it now. Maya smiled, not a grateful, pleasing smile, a confident, knowing smile. Thank you, she said simply. Not, oh my God, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. Just, thank you. That evening, Maya called Mrs. Chen. It worked, Maya said. Everything you taught me. People respect me now. Really respect me. No, Mrs. Chen corrected gently. You respect yourself now, and when you respect yourself, people have no choice but to follow.
And now, my friend, here are the 5 principles that will make anyone respect you instantly. Principle 1, the power pause. Before speaking, pause 3 seconds. Speak slowly, half your normal speed. Pause between sentences. This signals my words matter. Principle 2, the boundary wall. Say no without explanation or apology. I can't take that on. That doesn't work for me. Short, clear, final. Principle 3, the body of kings. Stand tall, shoulders back, chin parallel. Walk slowly. Sit upright. Take up space. Your body speaks first. Principle 4, the calm voice. Downward inflection. Speak slower. Never explain, never complain. Short, clear statements. Principle 5, the energy mirror.
Match people's energy, warm to warm, cold to cold. Disrespect gets coolness and boundaries, not more niceness. These 5 principles create the respect field around you. Use them today. Use them every day. Watch your life change.
My friend, you've heard Maya's story. From invisible and disrespected